Hey guys, back to the TheGypsyLeo. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, back. Hey, back. Hey guys, welcome back to the TheGypsyLeo. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hey, back.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm so happy to have y'all here with me. And I just wanted to get on here real quick and speak to you guys a little bit before I head out to my little one's graduation. Y'all, can you believe time just flies so fast, and I'm just like so grateful that I've gotten to experience the experiences that I've had thus far. So yeah, in all of that emotion, I wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about how I managed to calm my mind down. If a lot of you guys don't know, I actually wrote a book on how I survived narcissistic abuse, basically giving you guys my life story and just the experiences that I've gone through and the steps that I used to get through narcissistic abuse. And through my journey, I'll also link a copy of my book in the description box as well. You guys feel free to go on Amazon and purchase a copy of it. But in the process of dealing with trauma and understanding just the things that I've gone through, I've developed certain tools that have helped me get through life, and I wanted to get on here and share those tools with you guys as well. And so basically this is just a little video on how I learned to rest my mind. So if y'all don't know, I'm really big into subliminal messages, because when you reprogram your subconscious mind, you literally start to reprogram your reality. One of the things that really helped me calm my mind, especially after dealing with extreme anxiety due to trauma, is to choose thoughts that are within alignment to the reality that I want. So for example, beforehand, I had a really unhealthy relationship with how I looked and how I would speak to myself. So I would always be like, oh, I would look in the mirror and be like, you're fat, you're disgusting, like blah, 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 blah. Like I would speak such negative words about myself. And it's something that I did constantly. So this is just the thoughts that I had in my head. So with dealing with trauma and learning how to work through that, you learn how to reparent yourself and also reprogram your mind. So when I start to notice that I have negative thoughts, for instance, I'm fat, I'm going to make a note to realign that negative thought with a positive thought. For instance, I'm on the pathway to improving my health, or think about the things that you are doing to no longer be fat. So for instance, I'm always calling myself fat. I would automatically make a conscious effort to switch that thought and go, you know what? Well, I do work out every day, or I am moving around every day. I am making sure I'm watching what I put in my body, so eventually I won't feel fat. You have to reprogram your thoughts. Now, y'all, it's definitely not an easy feat, because as long as it took you to program your mind in a negative way, it's going to take the same amount of energy to program your mind in a positive way. So you literally have to combat your negative thoughts with positive thoughts. Essentially, it takes 66 days to break a habit. So the steps that I took to better help my mind in a positive way is I literally have a calendar, right? And I wrote on my calendar each and every day the steps that I'm going to take to reprogram my mind. So essentially for 66 days, I was waking up in the morning. I love subliminals. I'm turning on a subliminal message. The first when I'm opening in my eyes in the morning, I want to hear some positive things coming to me. I want to hear positive thoughts. So as soon as I'm conscious and awake, I give glory to the Most High, and I'll turn on my favorite subliminals. I make subliminals, y'all, so feel free to check out my shorts. I'll make a subliminal, and for 66 days strategically, I made a note of my negative thoughts and replacing them with positive thoughts. So it really took effort and time to consciously be aware, especially me. I'm sure you guys can relate. I had a lot of negative self-talk. So I had to really formulate a plan where I was gonna dedicate, I'm able to pull out my calendar and see, okay, I have 13 days of positive affirmations, 13 days. So I give myself milestones to look forward to. And essentially with putting all that energy and all that effort, it literally starts to shape your reality. It literally starts to put your mind at rest, because essentially you are putting your mind at rest. You're giving your mind other things to attend to versus just negative self-talk. Also, subliminals work really well for anxiety attacks, y'all. Like, I am the damn subliminal queen, okay, y'all? I am so grateful that we have tools that we're able to utilize to help us stay on the frequency and vibration that we want to stay on. So like, y'all, just check out some subliminals and tell me, you know, even if you do it for a week, tell me if you don't feel an improvement in your day-to-day just with using subliminals alone. Also, I am very particular about what I watch on TV. To be quite honest, y'all, I really rarely watch TV. I like to make the TV. I don't want to watch it. I want to make it. But if I do want to leisurely watch some TV, I'm very mindful about the things that I'm watching, because subconsciously, the things that you're taking in, you're creating vibrations that you're giving off to the universe. So essentially you start to create your reality. And I can give y'all a great example. Back in the day, I used to love the Real Housewives, all the Real Housewives shows, all the reality shows, all that shit. I was the queen. I knew everything that was going on, drama, all of that. Essentially, that started to manifest in my life. I used to be going through dramatic ass shit, and I could never understand why. Well, because of the things that I was watching, I was literally operating in a dramatic frequency. So the universe essentially gave me the energy that I was requesting, which was drama. So y'all, be very mindful of the things that you watch, because it definitely creates your reality. I tell you what, if I'm not watching some shit about a millionaire having an endless amount of money into their checking account now, like, y'all can't catch me watching no struggle, nothing these days, all right? I'm just letting you know. But also, another thing that I've done to help ease my mind or put my mind more at rest, y'all, is I'm very particular about the people that I allow around me. The people that I used to allow around me would encourage the negative self-talk. So it would reaffirm the negative shit that I thought about myself, because the people that I had around me were essentially a mirror of how I felt about myself. So once I came to that realization, I had to stop being around people who triggered my negative self-talk. And as horrible, or not as horrible as it is, y'all, self comes before everybody, because if you can't do for self, what can you do? So as crazy as that sounds, y'all, the people that you have around you when you are trying to improve yourself and do better in life, if the people around you are not pouring into you in a positive way, making you feel like the reality that you are creating is that reality. For instance, if you have a husband or a wife and they not making you feel like the family reality that you wanted to create for yourself, then quite honestly, it might be time to let that person go. Or the friendship dynamics, or your whatever relationship dynamic you have with someone, if they are no longer fitting into the reality that you are currently wanting to create for yourself, and it is encouraging negative self-talk, then it's time to take a look and a step at yourself and stop around allowing these people around you. And once you actually make that step, you'll notice that you have a lot less negative talk. You really don't have a reason to talk negative to yourself, because for what at that point, you know? So also, you guys, repetition is very important. Like I said, I personally worked with a calendar, and I put myself on a 66-day transitional period to break negative self-talk. So I set a goal for myself. For 66 days, I'm going to start to do things daily to improve how I speak to myself. And with me doing those things, y'all, I'm living proof of it, okay? Because for all of the things that I've gone through in my life, I should not be this version of myself that I am today. Trust and believe, the system has done everything in its power to break me. But at this point, I am living testimony. I'm living testimony of God, which is why I get on here and I talk to y'all the way that I do. And I'm sharing all of the things that I've learned to pull myself up out of trauma. And I almost feel selfish if I don't share with you guys some of these tools, because maybe just by me sharing one of these tools, it'll help you in some aspects. So yes, guys, I really do hope that this was a little bit of insight for anybody who wanted to learn how to calm down your mind, how to calm down your negative self thoughts, and essentially take a breath. And whenever you have a negative self-thought, essentially make a cognitive effort to switch it to a positive thought. Use affirmations, utilize the tools that are provided to you by the universe. The universe wants you to succeed. Everything is working in your favor. And once you really understand that, once you have that deep understanding that everything is working for you, because I promise you it is. Everything is working for you. You have no needs to worry. You have no need to negatively talk to yourself, because literally everything is happening for you and for your success, because you deserve it. So I love you guys. I really do hope that gave you some insight. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.